During that last commercial break, we've had a lot of calls and angry emails, people calling me a liar and Mickey Rourke a liar, saying how can he play ping pong anywhere with that bad wing. All right, so here. That's all you need to know. Mickey Rourke playing ping pong. So leave us alone, okay? Yeah. Seriously, leave us alone. Yeah. Our next guest is an Emmy-nominated actor starring on the very popular comedy series entitled The Big Bang Theory, and you can see it. Here's the best part. Monday nights at 9:30 right here on CBS. Please welcome Jim Parsons. Jim, come on back. How you doing?
I'm very well. Very happy to be back.
Let's see if I remember a few things about you biographically. Okay. Are you originally from Texas?
I am originally from Texas.
Born and raised in Texas.
Born and raised in
Houston. What town in Texas?
Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
That's right.
What was that like as a kid? Was it hot?
It's hot as hell. Yeah. It's still hot as hell. But it was wonderful. I had a really good time.
What is it like now when your family? Do they still live in Texas?
They do. They still live in Texas.
Now, do you ever invite them out to showbiz events in Hollywood? Or
I've invited them to come see a taping of my show.
That's great.
Recently, I had them out. They were just coming to visit to see my show, and that was it. But I was taping a segment of Sesame Street. I was introducing the word of the day, and I don't want to spoil anything, but it was arachnid.
Arachnid.
Yes.
Arachnid. Are those spiders? Is that the?
That's a spider. They clarified it in the taping as an 8-legged insect. And there may be more to it than that, but that's all we covered.
Right. But strictly speaking, 8 legs disqualifies it from the insect family, doesn't it?
Well, now see, this is where I can't go there. I don't know. Why do you say that?
Well, it's something I kind of have a feeling about, and I don't think that the Sesame Street people would let that go.
Well, now they won't, but do you know that for a fact?
No, I don't know it for a fact. It's just a wild
You're going to go on a hunch and spoil children's times with me.
They know kids watching this. So anyway, you invite your mom comes out?
My mother came up, but it was my 4-year-old nephew was in town, and so we brought him.
Perfect.
It was perfect. Yeah. We were a little frightened the moment before because it started clicking in our minds, well, wait a minute, is this going to freak him out to see, you know, the Elmo puppeteer, the Abby.
Oh, see, I never thought about that.
Yes. Yeah. He was fine. He looked at Elmo and talked. He looked at Abby Cadabby and talked. He never looked at the puppeteers. I lost my mind. I mean, you know, it's intense watching the little kid watch the puppet. Yes. Yeah. That's not traumatic.
No. But you know what that is? That's the magic of childhood.
That's the yes, and the magic of the puppeteers at Sesame Street.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll be right back here with Jim Parsons.
Yeah. This is a song by Archie Bell and the Drills. The whole rhythm section. Here we go.
Archie Bell and the Drills. Houston, Texas. We can dance just as good as we want.
As we walk.
As we walk.
Isn't it? Yeah.
I don't know.
Anybody from Houston should know.
Yeah. It's a arthropod, so it's not an insect. But no, I wouldn't worry.
You had people coaching you through the break.
I had nobody coaching me. A guy comes over with a dictionary to clarify. I admitted that I didn't know. I said I didn't know. A guy comes over. Now we all.
All right.
That's
you're
the
right.
best part
you don't
of knowledge.
Know, you can look at it.
Knowledge is useless if you don't share it. Thank you. Crowds in favor of knowledge. Now tell me about your visit to the Martha Stewart show. How did that happen, and frankly, why?
Well, I consider her a friend of yours.
Yeah, I like Martha quite well.
Yeah.
So she says what? Come on and be on the show?
Sure, just like a normal, like we're here now for the most part. And but then they called about a month later and were like, they would like to move your date. They'd like to move you to the Mother's Day show, which I thought was odd.
Oh, that's great.
Well, it's nice. I don't know that mothers across the country celebrate me in particular, but whatever.
Doesn't make any difference. Symbolically, you and your mother, I think, is a great representation.
Well, and so they invited her, and she's coming, which is wonderful. And it really is. It's wonderful. And that should be one's first and foremost reaction.
Right.
But I really had a stutter step with it going, do I want to go on TV with my mother? Right. You know? And we decided this is a once in a lifetime.
What kind of woman is your mom? Will she take to this?
So dear. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think so. She's a first grade teacher.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, so she's, you know, you couldn't ask for a better casting on mother. She's very funny. She's never been somebody who's vain at all. Like, there was no dieting talk growing up or anything like that. But immediately upon finding out, my sister told me, she said, I need to lose 10 pounds. I don't know if she heard 10 pounds with the camera or whatever. What was the other crazy thing? Oh, her language got saltier. She told my sister, and I heard Mickey say this, so I assume she's scared shitless. She does not use that kind of language normally, at least without a drink or something, you know. Not really sold her out. I'm sorry.
Now, have you done the show already?
No, we'll do it Thursday.
Oh, and do you have any idea what the schedule, what the itinerary, what are you going to do on the show?
We're going to be crafting.
Crafting? Yeah.
They asked me, what do you think? What kind of... I don't craft. I don't know what to craft.
Right.
Can we call your mother?
Yeah, good.
So they called my mother.
Do you have some ideas?
I don't know. They were talking while I was getting ready here. I have Martha Stewart's people talking to my mother. See, that's where it doesn't sound great, does it?
I think two things. I think you're wise to have some trepidation.
Thank you.
However, I think it will be great.
Thank you.
And I think it will be, if you just take Martha out of the equation, I think it will be a great experience. Let me ask you another question.
Yes, sir.
Does your mother know Martha is a con? We're just having fun.
Oh, my mother.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'll look forward to it, and I think that this is...
Oh, you're gonna watch.
No, I think this is...
No.
I think people will embrace this. I really do.
America's gonna embrace this.
I think so, but I do think this is nice. All kidding aside, I think it's a lovely gesture. Yeah. Good to see you again. Thank you very much. Good luck on Thursday. Sure. Jim Parsons. That's it. Good night, everybody.
Please mow the lawn.